Istanbul, Constantinople, Byzantium. The seat of empires, a city with thousands of years of history. And we spent some time there, wandering, seeing the historic sites, and taking photos. But first, we needed to get to our hotel. And that was basically it for our travel day. Although I did go out as the sun was going down for a few quick photos. I was using my Fujifilm X-T2 with my TTartisan 23. The next day, our first full day, we had no specific plans. Sometimes it's good to have days like this on a trip if you can, to just go with the flow. And that's what we did to the Tunnel, a historic underground rubber-tired funicular. It was originally opened in 1875, connecting Karaköy with Beyoğlu. Anyways, at the top, we walked down İstiklal Avenue. Then we reached the Republic Monument and Taksim Square.
Let's take them home.
After walking downhill towards the Bosphorus, we found one of the many ferry piers, so we decided to go to Asia. We didn't do much on the Asian side, but we did have a beer. Then it was onto a ferry to go back to the European side. Because we had no specific plans, we decided to walk across the Galata Bridge. Then it was into the Egyptian Bazaar. We finished our day with a meal under the Galata Bridge. Here are some more photos from that day. On day 2, we did have plans, so we got an early start. We made it to the main historic area of Istanbul and planned to do some tourist stuff. First up was the Blue Mosque. Officially called the Sultan Ahmet Mosque, it was constructed between 1609 and 1617, and it was amazing. It is truly beautiful, and these photos and videos hardly do it justice. Next up was the Basilica Cistern, constructed in the 6th century. Once back outside, I tried simit, a type of Turkish bread, and Mario played with a cat. And again. And then this.
I hate you. I don't like cats at all.
Right. Anyways, it was time to check out the Grand Bazaar. It was quite crowded, but this area with booksellers was really cool. And then my first ever street portrait. He saw me taking a photo of that hydrant and acted like that was weird, and motioned instead to take a photo of him. So I did. Later, around sunset, we went back to Taksim Square to hear the final call to prayer of the day. Then some kebab for dinner. and some more photos from that day. Day 3 started with a walk. And continued with a ferry ride. The ferry dropped us in Fener. From there, we walked to the Kariye Mosque. Although a mosque now, it was originally a church built during the 4th century and rebuilt during the 11th and 14th centuries. Many of the Byzantine mosaics and frescoes still there date from between 1310 and 1317. Then back to Eminönü. And then a little beer break. After our beer, we hopped on a tram. Then we waited in line for a cable car. after a bit of waiting, it was our turn. We rode to the top and were presented with some pretty nice views of the city. Later that night, we went back to Istiklal Avenue to get some roasted street corn.
How is it?
It was very good.
You see the bear?
On day 4, we were heading to the largest of the Prince's Islands, Büyükada. The trip would be about 1 hour and 45 minutes, so Maria took a nap. When we arrived, our first order of business was finding breakfast. With a Turkish coffee and Turkish tea, we ordered menemen, a dish with scrambled eggs, tomatoes, peppers, and onions. If you're ever in Turkey, I would definitely suggest trying this dish. After breakfast, we strolled down the streets, encountering many dogs and cats. we ended up at a house where Trotsky lived after his deportation from the Soviet Union. There was not much to see, but there was plenty to see on our walk to get there. When we got back to the clock square, it was much busier than when we had first arrived. So we had a little break for beer and cats.
Oh God, what is this? What does this one want? Well, we don't care, do we? We don't care. We don't care.
Next, we just strolled along the seaside. Before long, we made our way back to the pier to catch a ferry back to the mainland. Day 5 was Friday, and our last full day in Istanbul. Maria slept in while I went out early to the Hagia Sophia. The line was basically empty at 8 a.m., so keep that in mind if you ever want to visit. Built by Emperor Justinian between 532 and 537, it was the world's largest cathedral for nearly 1,000 years. It was converted into a mosque after the fall of Constantinople in 1453, with the minarets being added. But once inside, I was just taken aback by the size, the beauty, and the history of the place. waited until the last day, but I'm really glad I went. Anyways, a bit later, we went out for a late breakfast. After eating, we walked to a tram and rode out away from the city center. And there they were, the Theodosian walls, the walls of Constantinople, constructed during the beginning of the 5th century. It was pretty cool that you could just walk around them. But after checking out the walls, we headed back. From there, we did some wandering. We eventually made it to the Bosphorus and soaked it all in, knowing that we would be going home the next day. On the final day, we checked out and went to the metro. Then we arrived at the airport. After 2 security check lines and the immigration line, we were finally able to get some food. Then we flew home. But that's not it. I shot a roll of expired Fujifilm Superia Extra 400 in my Bellomo Villa. And here are some extras and alternates on digital. Istanbul was fun, great for photography, and we'll probably be back one day. But as always, thank you for watching. Until next time. Then we reached We didn't do much on the Asian side. We finished our meal with a bridge under the Galata meal. Next up was the Basilica Cistern. It was quite crowded, but this area with booksellers. Why can't I say book?